It is entirely possible to change your face. Just look at my head here in 2018 and look at all the progress I've made throughout the years. You really can make changes to your facial appearance. It's not all just genetics. So clearly, it's possible to make a positive change in your face. In fact, I went from looking like this in January of 2018 to this in November of that same year. If the ability to make this drastic of a change in your facial appearance in under 12 months isn't motivation, then I simply don't know what is. So how do you actually go about making a change to your facial appearance? Well, there's many things you can do, but let's start with the most pertinent one. The number one most important thing that you can do in order to improve your facial appearance is bringing your body fat down. Before, when I showed you the changes I made in my face over the course of 2018, I had lost 10 kilos in body weight. When you lose weight and when you lose fat, not only does it come off from parts of your body like your stomach, your hips, your arms, and your legs, but it also comes off from your face. When you hold less fat on your face, it means that your face becomes more chiseled, more defined. And in this photo, I was probably only about 1 month into lifting weights. And I'll get to how lifting weights can make improvements to your facial structure, but simply just by sticking to a diet and by eating less food, you can make incredible changes to your face. Literally, all you have to do is put less food onto your plate and you'll start to lose fat and have a more defined face. And the added benefit of that is that not only are you losing fat from your face, you're also losing fat from all other areas of your body. Now, I did also say that lifting weights can actually make a change to your face. Obviously, the main reason that you lift weights is to put on muscle in other areas of your body, like your arm. But weirdly, it also contributes to better facial structure as well. For example, at the end of 2018, I'd only just started training. And while I definitely look better than I did at the start of that year, I kind of had this cute little boy, non-masculine kind of look. Fast forward a few good years of weight training, my facial features became a lot more defined and more masculine. By the way, by no means am I saying I'm the pinnacle of facial structure, but I'm just saying that I've been able to make improvements. I think that when you start lifting in the gym and start growing muscle in all other areas of your body, your face just follows suit for some reason. I don't know the exact reason why. It might be that you're gritting your teeth through those workouts, which is leading to a more defined jaw. To be honest, I really don't know, but you can see countless other examples of how weight training has improved a person's face. Now, I want to give you a practical tip. Back at the start of 2018, I made the decision to shave my head for literally no reason, but perhaps it was a trend at the time. But once I shaved my head, I think I fully realized just how ugly and how unhappy I was with my facial appearance. And when you're constantly being reminded every time you look in the mirror of how bad you look, you become much more motivated to want to make a change. And so that came to fruition for me through me sticking to my diet and really wanting to lose fat. I think that when you have a full head of hair, it kind of masks what your face truly looks like. And so when you make the decision to shave it all off, there's no longer anything you can really hide behind. Like, if you look at this photo, it was really just masking this face. There's a few other things that can also improve how your face looks. But if you stick to losing body fat and weight training, you're going to get 80% of the progress. These are just a few things to get that extra 20%. So the first is mewing or all these other facial exercises that you can do. To be honest, I haven't committed to those, so I can't really speak on them all that much. All I know is that you should be keeping your tongue at the roof of your mouth. The second is alcohol. And alcohol has effects both in the short term and in the long term. So immediately after you start drinking, sometimes your face will get really puffy and red. And obviously in the long term, you're putting on body fat and making your skin look worse. Which brings me to my third point, which is skin. Skin has a massive effect on how your face looks. I'm not going to prescribe you a skincare routine because personally, I don't have one. It's not gay to have a skincare routine, by the way, but here are some practical things that I do to improve my skin. So you've got to get into the sun or outside as much as possible. Being outside is the natural way that humans live, and we didn't evolve to be in an office, be in a classroom, or be in our room 99% of the day. Getting into the sun will help you get a tan, and a darker complexion just makes your features look more defined. Now, obviously, in some parts of the world, the sun isn't going to be out all the time throughout the year, but nevertheless, just get outside and in the sun as much as you possibly can. A clean diet is also important for your skin. People complain about having acne and pimples when for lunch and dinner, they're having McDonald's and Krispy Kreme. As a general rule, if the food that you're eating isn't naturally occurring, so obviously a piece of chocolate doesn't just appear in nature, then you should err on the side of not eating that specific food. By contrast, if it is something that occurs naturally, like chicken or potatoes, then it's probably most likely beneficial for your health and your skin for you to eat that food. The last point I want to make here is the potential for cold showers or cold exposure in general to improve your skin. I do cold showers for the mental benefit of it, but supposedly it also has positive impacts on your skin. Now, I can't really say whether it does or it doesn't because there's all these other factors that come into play, but experiment with it and see if it works for you. So clearly, it's possible to change your facial features, even in a really short period of time. If this video helped or motivated you at all, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. And of course, leave a like and a comment if you want to.